Let this Saint Leora downtime action begin, session, action, whichever. Hello, Saint Leora, aka Ronith.
Hello.
So today we're gonna find out what Saint Leora does when she's not out there murdering fools. She's
Going out murdering fools?
yeah, for the weekly mission. We'll see what Saint Leora does in her downtime.
Going out murdering fools?
Don't go out murdering.
I think you're missing the point.
I'm missing the point. Yeah. Saint Leora is a very kind person that donates coin to the local dog charity.
There we go. Now you hit the point.
And then she eats the dogs. Anyway.
Right. Yeah.
So give us a brief introduction to Saint Leora's little abode and how does she look when she's not ready for murder quests. What's her casual clothes if she has any?
Well, I would say her attire is pretty close to what she already wears. She pretty much carries around most of her equipment all the time. In fact, it would be very, very rare for her to not carry it around. I don't think anyone has seen her without it. This is just how she looks when she meets people. Last time we heard of Leora was when Leora offered this lady to crash at her place because she had none to crash at. So I would assume that's where we are going to start off.
Yeah, it's the next morning. She's I presume would she be sleeping in the bed or where is she? What do you think?
How would a tiny hut look in Stage of Mana?
Weird. Most people have like this one-room apartment.
We have a one-room apartment, right?
Yeah.
With one bed.
Yeah.
Right.
Unless you upgrade to something else, but yeah, that's generally very irrelevant. And this is the standard for most adventurers.
I think Leora would let this lady sleep in her bed while she sleeps on the floor or something. She doesn't really sleep because she's
yeah, you could sort of just stand there, and that's how you spend your night.
What? Does it look creepy?
Yeah, or sit down and just. You don't really have to
sit down.
Yeah.
I still need to rest, basically, but it's not exactly sleeping. It's not the same.
Yep, they're fully aware all the time.
Yep.
Fucking weird.
Yeah. I mean, being dead isn't usually common. Well, I would say it's not usually common, but in this world it totally is.
Let the monk undeads in. Alright. Yep. So yeah, it's the morning in the station's like day-night cycle. So you feel refreshed like way earlier than she does. So
that's true. I guess she would wake up to see Leora like sitting on the floor. And sort of like I guess she wouldn't have all of her armor and all of that.
Yeah.
So this would be the only time she would not wear like all the attire and the sword and all that.
Yeah.
I mean, and she doesn't have a hood, and so you can actually see her her head for once, not just her face.
Oh. Does Leora have hair?
Yes, but it is very thin, and it's not a lot of it. It is long, but thin and sparse.
Color?
It's white or gray. It's without color, basically.
Yeah. It's like worn out over time.
I mean, it's not rotten or anything. It's just or stale or anything. It's just kind of stuck in this like current like state.
Hair gets color from the sun shooting at the people. So if you don't need sun's light, which you don't, it sort of just stops giving a fuck.
Fair.
Yeah. What's she doing? Just sitting there?
I think she is sitting there with her eyes closed.
Right. Sarah has slept 10 hours. You rested for 4.
Yeah.
Shit.
On the ground in front of her are like not really reagents, but like sort of like a hold on, I need to get this up right. There it is. There it is. I found it. It is a it's basically like a shard, like a stone, like a mineral, basically. That is like obsidian, that has like an inlaid, uncut ruby gem. It almost looks like the gem has been put in there, you know, but it hasn't been cut.
Right.
And around it are like, I think, be like a drawn line of some sort of glowing substance.
Sarah looks up at you. What's that?
Her eyes open and look up at. I don't think Leora asked her name, but
no, you do not know that.
But I will call her Sarah for now. Just I don't say the woman because they're both.
I look at the woman as a woman.
You look at the woman.
It is a woman.
It is a woman. She looks at Sarah and looks back at the symbol on the ground on the ground and picks it up, and the little glowing substance like disappears, and she puts the rock into her would it be a pocket? Yeah, it would be.
It could just be the inside of your cloak.
Yeah, something like that. She gets up. And
Sarah slightly freezes as you make this quick motion to get up.
She asks if... have you had a good night's sleep?
As good as one can have, considering yesterday.
Leora's having a hard time looking at her, and it she sort of just like shifts away with her sight and just like steps over to her cloak and starts putting it on.
What happens now?
What, with you? Or me?
In me, I guess. She's very careful not to say the wrong thing.
Well, you gotta make a choice.
Which would be?
I don't know. That's why it's a choice. That's why it's your own choice.
I don't really have anywhere to go and do. And as far as I've seen, we don't get treated well due to our heritage.
Well, because you eat your own people, and she just gives her like a smile, and then like just quickly gets rid of it because she realizes that was like totally not appropriate. And then just goes.
We don't have a choice.
Well, it's not like the station will really kick you out. What? Can you really not control? Just gotta eat someone on the street just like that? I've gotten away so far with it.
And there's like and it cuts to like Leora just eating a man in the street.
It's more of a joke, really. But she's leaving Sarah with the impression that she is totally capable of it.
Yeah.
Like, regardless, even if she haven't.
I can control it.
Because, you know, having you in the station doesn't mean you spend your entire life here. Or whatever you have.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and she puts on, like, she wraps around the cloak and, like, the hood around her neck. And, she, like, puts on, like, actually, I think she usually is barefoot, so I don't think she puts on boots.
Fair.
But she, like, starts to gear up. And while she's gearing up, she asks, you know, I don't know. First off, what's your name?
Abra. Sarah Abra.
Leora. And she, like, a light nod.
She does the same back, just slowly.
Look, I don't really know what you are. You look like an elf, but you don't really look like an elf. I don't really know your people. Are you dead? Are you undead?
No.
I don't care. Look, the point is, she like grabs the sort of sheaths it on her back, wraps it with some leather belts, The point is, the person you see in front of you is dead. I'm no longer here. It's simply my corpse running about causing trouble. Now, how is it that this corpse can cause so much trouble and a living you is going to sit here and sulk?
I guess she does like a very vague shrug.
Leora crosses her arms and leans towards the wall and just waits for an answer.
She's like looking around. Maybe she'll see the answer in the room. She's very hesitant to respond to a question like that.
That's fair. Well, if she's looking around the room, I mean, I guess I could describe the room.
Sure.
Well, first off, what kind of interior are we talking? Is it like stone walls? Like, is it like medieval architecture with like in a spaceship? Or is it what we're looking at right now, like a metal sheets and stuff like that?
I'd say it's metal sheets, except there's no like computer equipment.
Of course.
Yeah.
Fair. It's almost like a metal, like a boat cabin almost.
Yeah.
But a larger one because it's an apartment. I mean, there isn't really that much here. Like there isn't really any belongings or like additional clothes or like drawers. It's actually quite empty in here. There is like the standard table with some chairs next to it, and on the table are a book or two. There is like the occasional like weapon, a dagger of elven origin. There's like rope, chain, like empty vials and flasks.
Yeah, she's just studying all this.
It's there's nothing really personalized about this cabin.
Her eyes like float through the room and then they float slowly back to you. I don't want to cause trouble.
Leora smiles. Almost like there's like the sort of like not disappointed, but more like sort of a laughing,
A smirk.
almost
A smirk.
yeah, sort of.
She studies your expression carefully. And then just looks at you like, did I get it wrong?
You'll have to ask yourself that question.
I don't think I did.
Well, it's up to you. If you don't want to be here anymore, you don't have to be. But I got some stuff to take care of right now. I know you might hate me or the people that I was with before. I won't force you to stay here. But if you need someone, then I'll be here. Otherwise, you can go.
I guess she stands up and goes, I can't. I would go, but I don't know where, so. Until that happens, I guess I'll stick with you. Considering I don't know what other monsters this place holds.
Well, there's a lot of them. And you're sticking with the worst one. Not a good plan. And then she throws over the hood over her head. And
She
sorry?
She looks at you as you say, and with the worst one. And she thinks for a moment and goes, but I think that's good, right? The biggest monster is the best monster.
She lifts a finger and like opens her mouth to say something, and then just lowers the finger and just doesn't say anything. There you go. She smiles.
You get like a nervous smile out of her as well.
There's like an awkward like 2 seconds or like 5 seconds of just silence, and then Leora goes, "All right, I'm going for a while. If you want someone to talk to, you could go to Cult's Fallen. It's just down the street.
That sounds
take a left, and then it's just forward. You can see the sign.
That's it.
Ask for Theramas or Thulgrave. Don't worry, they'll take care of you. They won't hurt you."
She looks down at her clothes and it's just riddled in blood, and looks at you.
She just does like a deep sigh and is like, and just like puts her fingers on her temple and just.
I can go with you, and
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, you seem like a person they won't question about people covered in blood.
Leora opens the door and steps outside.
Yeah,
but the door doesn't close.
Yeah, she gets up. The clanking of her. What would like a medieval person wear shoes?
Shoes?
Yeah, I'm curious. What kind of shoes do medieval people have?
Like leather shoes?
Yeah.
Like it's basically like it's almost like indoor shoes, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, so I guess it wouldn't click on the floor. It's like, I'm looking at medieval shoes now. This is fucking cool.
Yeah, it's cool as fuck. There's boots, and then there's shoes. I mean, it's
and then
usually
there's a pointy one then which you could go. My name's Honey Baba.
I mean, most of the standard ones are literally just a sole and then just leather wrapped around your foot.
Yeah, she has stuff like that, and she has like a white like shirt that's like just splattered in brain matter.
Yeah. For once, that's actually not Leora. And I'm surprised.
Yeah. She gets up and hobbles after you.
Yep. Goes to the door, closes the door after her, and then leads the way.
Right. Where are you going?
I'll go to Cult's Fallen. Well, no. Yeah. Well, first off, let's get some clothes.
You head over to Venditron's, like, massive emporium of stuff. And, yeah.
Is there a clothes section?
Of course. You can, in the clothes section, there's several varieties. Common, fine, travelers, costume, aristocrat. All sorts of clothes available. Different styles.
When they get to that place, Leora will just stop, cross her arms, and just turn to Sarah and go, pick one.
Yeah, I guess she just walks over to the first thing that she sees and just takes it and shows it to you.
I buy it.
Yeah, it's super unassuming outdoor clothing for like a farmer.
Cool.
Yeah.
Does it cost me anything?
Yeah, a whole 5 silver.
Do I have to?
Do you want 1 gold instead?
I'd rather do that.
Yeah. I guess instead of that farm clothing, you look at the price and you're like, I don't have a silver. I don't want silver. You just take the first piece of clothes that costs a gold. And it's this...
How much nicer is it? Probably nicer.
It's city clothes. What city though? What culture?
I guess that doesn't really...
Not really, it doesn't really matter. I guess let's just go with elven. Sleek, elegant, 1 gold.
Fancy.
Yep.
Sure.
She puts it on and goes, okay, what now?
Well, again, I'm going to go take care of some business. If you want to go with me, go ahead. If not, well, you can stay at my place, or you can go to Cult's Fallen. You can go in between if you want to, but I won't be here for a bit.
I'm curious what you might be doing, and I am hungry.
She quickly does the raises eyebrows and lowers them real quick and just... If only I knew. Leora's legitimately confused now because she doesn't have to bother with hunger. So she's just like, this person's hungry. I have to deal with that. Oh my god, fucking...
Yeah, that's why she wants to go with you, because you look like someone who would go murder fools, and she eats people. She can only eat people.
Is that the only?
Yep.
They can't eat anything else.
Nope. They only gain sustenance from sentient beings.
Who are being sentient who are alive when they're eating.
No.
So you can't eat like a chicken or something.
No.
But they're sentient.
It's magic. The fucking question around, I don't know. It's demons, man. Demons are fucked, yo. They drain the life essence of thinking. I don't know, man. It's fucking... You need an IQ and then they can eat you.
That's fine.
Or they just... It tastes like ass.
Well...
And doesn't feed you.
Well... There just does that and then goes... Well, I won't guarantee you anything. But,
You hear the grumble of her stomach.
I mean, again, I won't guarantee anything, but the offer's there.
She nods. Let's go then.
Sure.
All right. Where do you go?
All right.
First
off,
where did you go from Cotton Eye Joe? Yeah.
First off, there is a thing which I wanted to check with a certain fire genasi. Because I have a locket that has, and this is a heart locket, no less, I think.
Yeah.
No, it was a fire.
Yeah.
It was a fire genasi locket. And it was of a man. And there is a fire genasi in the bar.
Yep.
I would like to go inside of the Cold Fallen bar to have a look-see. Try to see if she's there, or if she's not there, I might be able to find her elsewhere.
Yeah, you enter the Cold Fallen. It's not really filled with people. It's kind of a lax day since there's no jobs for offer, and most people are just lounging. You see a few familiar adventurers who are just taking their downtime. And yeah, and you see Lee Swan in the back, like just sulking somewhere. Yeah.
How's Sarah, like, reacted to being here?
She's really tense.
Do I see that?
Yeah. Yeah, it's obvious.
Right. Leora will walk over to this one. I suppose as Leora like walks up to her, Lee like starts to like notice her, I guess. Like bring attention to her.
Yeah.
Like she walks into sight basically, so that it looks like she wants something.
Yep. Yeah, she looks up at you and just like tilts her head at you.
You. And Leora pulls out the locket. Do you know this?
She extends her hand. Like, as to take it from you.
Yep.
Do you allow it? Yeah.
Yeah.
She takes it, flicks it open, flicks it closed, gives it back to you. Not really saying anything. Then just looks at you. Old.
Old?
Very old. Yeah. Old military.
Sorry?
It's an old locket, basically. That's what she's indicating. Old military.
Old military. That's what the word. That was the word.
She's saying this in whisper, like near whispers.
Right.
So, maybe Saint Leora also like asks again.
I'm sorry.
Excusez-moi.
Excusez-moi.
What the fuck?
So you do know the person?
No.
But you do know the locket.
It's a fire fleet. Pretty common. Used to be. Now they make new ones. Different.
Why would military have lockets like these?
Fire Nation are about passion, lust. This is a sort of way to kindle someone's fire during, well, whenever they need to drive them, motivate them. Well, I can't really say we are, but yeah. We're emotionally driven, and things like these help out. Why are you asking about it?
I'm asking because I found it on the fire genasi's body.
Well, clearly he needed the drive and was a military man or woman. He didn't specify.
There. Thank you.
She nods. And then just gets back to a card game that she's just annihilating.
Cool. Leora sort of like looks at the locket again. Is there a way you could take out the picture?
Yeah, you could easily do that.
Leora will, out of sight from at least one, take out the picture and trash it, but keep the locket.
Nice, yeah. Easy peasy. The picture gets trashed. Do you think Sarah saw
that? Is she keeping close to me?
Yeah.
Sure, then yeah.
She looks at you. Who was that?
What, who? The girl or the picture?
Picture.
Sorry, what?
Picture.
Thank you. No idea.
She nods.
And she just puts the locket into her... She puts the locket into her pocket.
La da 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 da. Yep. Sarah
and just looks at Sarah as she does that. Basically, like, giving her the notion of, like, this is mine now, and I don't give a shit about this other person.
This is mine now. I'm keeping this.
I'm keeping this.
Yep. She just looks at your hand, looks at you, nods.
Besides, who's at the bar right now? Like, who is behind the bar counter?
Toolgrave.
The owner will point over, like show Sarah that is Stillgrave. See that guy over there?
She looks at the bartender made out of entirely shadows, looks at you, looks at the bartender made out of entirely shadows. Looks
That's
at
so great. He's nice.
Confusion spreads through her face.
There's a reason why I'm the most dangerous thing here and not him. Don't worry.
Hmm.
She gives her like an assuring smile and then walks out the bar.
Yeah. I guess what follows is like a little side adventure where Sarah just spends her first day at the bar. It's probably weird and very awkward.
That's fine.
Where does Saint Leora go?
Sure. Leora has or wants to track down a person because she has a list,
Nice. All right.
just like any other revenant. She has a list, and she believes she's found one.
Where would you say this person is? On Station Mana? That could be possible.
Yes.
Alright, yeah.
In like one of the not like living areas, but rather an area where you like come and go.
Yes, since we know how the Revenant sense works, yeah, like, I don't think there was much research in that. Leora just feels like a nudge at the back of her head, like,
Pretty much.
someone's here, someone will die.
Yeah. Fun fact: the church that she was part of, the Black Church of Horus, the demon Horus, this obsidian stone with a with a red gem, with a red ruby inlaid. It's like the symbol for Horus.
All right.
And he is the personification of blood, cannibalism, and death.
So not a party person.
Pretty much.
All right.
So, like,
Very, very calm guy.
well, he is like, it's sort of like like a mixture, sort of like a vampire almost.
Yeah.
In terms of like arrogance,
Yeah.
you know. He's like he was an elf, but then he ascended into demon lordship, and now he's basically a god for this church. But he's not, you know. He's just a really strong person, powerful person, who just really likes to eat people and created a cult.
Ah, so level 20 player character. Makes sense.
I don't know, level 20, but like really high, I would say.
Yeah.
Because this black church isn't really large, you know.
Yeah.
It's just it's a cult following, but it's. I mean, they're still to be respected because they are, first off, fanatics, and will simply just die because that's like, you shouldn't have chosen a god of death if you wanted to live. The entire reason why Leora is up and running right now after she died is because the priests of the Black Church was like, hey,
we got you, fam.
Yeah, we got you, fam. We're gonna resurrect you, and then you're gonna get vengeance in the name of our Dark Lord. And then Leora was like, maybe I just want to do my own thing. But hey, still getting revenge on the people who killed me is still a nice thing.
Yeah.
So, that is what Leora is going to do. She has no memory of who this person is, but she, in any case, heads over to this area.
Yeah, it's the docking area and the transit zone are both fairly filled with travelers, all sorts of people. Yeah, and you see the figure of the person. Like, you just sense the figure and you can see them. You don't see their face right now, but yeah, you just see this silhouette. They like, the crowd fades away and you just see them, and they're like the center of your attention.
Yeah.
So, how do you proceed?
What do I see when I see this person?
I mean, you're currently like across the dock area. They're like, they seem to be like waiting for the next transit ship to a different planet.
Okay. Well, Leora will step closer to get a better look at this person.
Yeah.
But not close enough to be like, hello, just right next to his ear and just be like, hello, you know?
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's, as you get closer, you can see that it's definitely a high elf. Actually, a high elf, maybe wood elf, somewhere in between.
Okay.
So it's like this like sharp edges and like the sort of roundness of the wood elves also, and they seem to be dressed like a wood elf as well. So, but definitely some high elf blood in there somewhere. So of a particular lineage. Yeah, they're wearing like this brown cloak. They're trying to keep their face covered. Well, not their entire face. They're trying to keep the back of their head covered, and
okay,
like their cheeks and stuff. Yeah, and they seem to be reading out of like an old tattered journal.
Is he just standing there, or is he sitting on like a bench?
Sitting.
Okay. Too much people around.
A bit, yeah. And murdering anyone on the station is a really bad idea.
Yeah.
Might get booted. Well, no. Murdering people on the station is fine. Doing it wide in public, less so.
I think Leora like says to herself inside, like to herself, kind of like, maybe not today. Patience. And she walks forward and sits next to him.
Right. Yeah, they don't.
She will like mind her own business and like like totally not look his way. But due to my remnant like sense, can I sense if he's looking at me?
I feel like that's a perception. You will not give away that you're like checking, but yeah, it's, you're perceiving in a way.
I'm good at it.
Yeah, no. You can't sense what direct. You just see this blob of energy next to you. Of energy that you need to extinguish.
Leora just sparks a thought of fuck it in her head, and turns her head picks up her right leg to rest on her left leg, and puts both of her hands on her lap and looks over at this person.
Yeah.
Does he look back?
Now that you're in close, you can see that it is. I'm trying to upload the token. And struggling. Where's it?
I make you do like fucking lightning blitzkrieg token building.
No, yeah. I mean, I've done that most of these. It's a very ambiguous person. It's hard to tell what gender they are.
Okay.
But now that you're looking up closely, you see like black tendrils, like spreading through their face. Very, very mild. That's probably why they keep trying to hide their face. And they sort of notice you looking, and they go, just put the hood up. Excuse me, what do you want?
Me?
Hmm?
Who, me?
Yeah, I thought you were looking.
Yeah. I said, who, me?
Yeah, she just, he, she, it, whatever, goes, yeah, what do you want? Why are you staring at me?
I'm sorry, I was just gonna say hi.
She peeks out of the, they peek out of the robe like, hi.
Just arrived at the station, huh? You've been there for a long time? Insight.
Intellect check to possibly remember a specific person. No, just arrived, heading out soon. Look, I don't want to. I don't like. I'm not a people's person.
Oh, that's fine. Neither am I.
I can see that. Please go away.
I can see why you're not a people's person. Jeez. Come on, give me some leverage.
Why? No.
You're feisty. So, I mean, obviously, I need to ask you a question. Are you familiar with a particular how should we say a following? Yeah, that sounds about right? Followings. You like that, right? You're familiar with the followings of the realm, elves, stuff like that?
Yeah, there's several hundred religions practiced all over the place.
Oh, that's many. But there's none quite like this one. Let me tell you that. You see, there was a time ago when you know, some elves started to, you know, dabble into dark stuff. You've heard about that, right?
Yeah, there's been several incidents, including the drow. Why?
Yeah.
Why is this relevant?
Yeah, these are not the drow, these are the high elves.
Okay.
Hmm? She gets like a really unsettling grin on her face. Do you know who Harus is?
And like, all the color drops in their face and they just look at you. I might have heard of them.
That means you have. She just almost like an insane chuckle. Like a little bit, and then she keeps herself from just like bursting into insanity, you know?
Yeah.
She always gets excited, you know?
Yep. Reasonable.
You have.
I have.
She leans in. Then you know who I am.
What my order calls the pain in the ass. You just keep killing us. Like it's gonna change anything. Why?
No. I'm not here speaking. Oh, the word of my precious God and priest. Whoa. No. I'm here because I want to talk to you.
Well then speak. Yeah, it's gone from this very mild person to this like cold-hearted bitch.
Good. Now I've reached where I want it.
Yeah.
You know what happened to this following, right? I was part of it, and then they dispersed. Some of them were alive, but not all. And here I am, not alive, yet still here. Though I don't answer to them anymore, I still have urges.
Yes.
One of these...
Judging from your looks, you're a remnant. Not very special, but yes.
No, I'm not special. But I am. But my heritage sure is. Wouldn't you think?
She ponders a bit. I don't get your meaning.
My meaning is, she like looks around a little bit and just checks so that no one is like sitting right next to them. Just like, actually, she checks if someone listens to all of this.
Yeah, roll a perception.
Best roll.
Dude, there's nobody. Dude.
To be honest, she doesn't care.
Dude, the station's empty.
What, really?
No.
Oh, yeah. Fuck it. Alright,
Everyone in the station's gone!
There's no one here! Shit, where did you go? I was talking with you. You're running off. Like looks around a little bit and then realizes she doesn't care if someone's listening and like just continues.
Mm-hmm.
You see, I'm not really carrying out anymore. Proposition to make. I don't really have. Well, I would love to deal with you right now, but seeing as it would be very messy if I did it, you know, right here and now. I don't want to upset the current most popular station in the sector. I will propose that if you help me, you're off the list.
She raises an eyebrow. Help you in what capacity?
There's a bunch of ways. What to think? She like almost makes a little like. She's obviously. I wouldn't say she's obviously lying, but she's like making a little bit of a lie, kind of like, oh, I don't know what to do, but she's totally like She
Yeah.
knows what she wants. She's just kind of playing with her.
She looks
Okay.
at you. Stop wasting my
Um,
time. What do you want from me?
Yeah. You're always heading somewhere. You see, I want rid of some new people on my list. Some people from my old order. Now, you don't like those kind of guys, don't you? What you say you help me get rid of them?
So I go off killing your cult, or remnants of it, and I get taken off your kill list.
Well,
That's
I would
preposterous.
well, normally I wouldn't ask you to do the entire job yourself. I mean, that's kind of why I'm back from the dead doing all the fun things, but I sure would like some help with it. That would be nice. Sometime. I don't know. Maybe find out where they are. Nudge me in the right direction. Maybe help with a sword if you'd like.
I'll get you locations. Give me names of. I'll get you locations. I'm not
Just a
fighting
second.
cannibals.
I only have one. Let's see. Male or female? Roll me a d2. I actually am going to roll a d2.
Okay.
Steven. Let's get elf name. Hell yeah.
Lady Summershine.
No.
I think that's a familiar name. In the background.
Lady Summershine.
In the background, Jum is just like.
Lady Summershine.
Bum, bum, bum.
Bum, 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 da, 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 da. Leonor. Dun, 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 dun,
Yeah. Totally a death cultist.
I like next day we just go like, Lian, hear me out. So you're part of this death cult, right? And he's just like, no, that's not my story. Shut up. Shut up.
I mean, his new character might be from a death cult.
I don't want infighting. I don't want PvP. That's unless it's like stuff that happens afterward, during play,
Yeah.
Let's say her name is Shira Leoran. Pretty close to Leora, isn't it?
And Liam.
Fair.
Yeah.
Well, we're all elves, so I mean.
Yep. Get all the elves.
Yep. That's the name she gets.
This woman's size. All right. I'll get you information. Do you want me to send like a little boy to deliver this message so you can eat him on the way?
Preferably unarmed. A massive grin on the face.
Right. Oh, okay. I'll get a message to you in some capacity. Are we done?
We are done. She gets up, dusts off her cloak, turns around, and then does like a little lady bow, and then leaves.
You have her name on the list, so you figured out who it was.
Well, who this person is?
Yeah.
Is it male or female?
Saint Drail.
I'm sorry, what?
It's Saint Drail.
Oh, who? Okay. Oh. She's also a saint.
Yup.
It's my arch nemesis!
Yeah.
Or maybe not.
Probably not.
Probably not, but I'm intrigued now. Right. Let's see.
Okay, got it. I think this is a very nice moment to just swipe to black.
Sure.
Unless you have anything else you want to do.
No. I'm content. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, Leora dealt with having friends or associates.
Dealt with the fact that she sort of didn't help stop a person die, and then has to deal with another person mourning that said person dying.
Yeah. It's not
and kind of going, I kind of feel bad for you, even though I like killing people.
It's that awkward like pat on the back when you don't.
It's kind of like I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah.
Well, there we go.
Yeah.
That's Saint Leora.
I like that. That was cool.
Yeah. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. Whoop!